first graders. We are going to practice something new in math today. Okay, so this is called happy counting. And happy counting means your brain is working to count, your eyes are watching me to know where to count, and you have to pay attention to what number you're on. Okay, so today we're going to start a little slow, but as the year goes on, we'll do it a little more and a little more. And sometimes we might do it a little different. Okay, so here are the rules of happy counting. When you see my thumb go up, that means count up one time. Okay? When you see my thumb go to the side, that means you stop, freeze. And if you see my thumb go down, that means you're counting backwards or counting down. Okay? So why don't we just practice between 1 to 10 right now? Okay? So if we're doing happy counting and my thumb's to the side, so we're frozen and we're quiet. Okay, when my thumb goes up, you're going to count up one time. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Ooh, I went down. Now I have to go down. What's before 7? 6, 5, 4. Oh, we're going back up now. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. What if we went back down? The next number would be 9. Good job. 8, 7, 6, 5, 6. Did I trick you? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Good work. Okay, so are you ready to practice? I'm going to try and trick you now. I'm going to take my numbers up a little bit higher, okay? So now we might go in the teens. And I get to choose where we start. So we don't have to start at 0 every time. We're going to start at, let's start at 8. Okay, so stick 8 in your mind. You don't know which way my thumb's going to go, so be thinking of what comes before 8 and what comes after 8, depending on which way my thumb goes. Okay, here we go. We're starting at 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. What comes before 16? 15, 14, oh, going back up, 15, 16, 17, 18, 17, 16. Awesome job. Okay, that's all we're going to practice for today. Okay, good work, and keep working on that counting and practicing if you need to. That's something you could easily show mom and dad, and they could help you out with it. Okay. Next thing is going to be our I can statement for today, boys and girls. And I'm going to flip my board around and it's magically going to appear right here. There it is. I'm going to read it to you. I can draw a picture to solve a story problem. We've done this before. We do our application problems and we've practiced a few times with drawing a picture to solve a story problem. So we've practiced, but maybe we're not masters at it yet. We want to keep practicing so that we get super good at it, okay? So here's what we're going to do. We're going to do 2 problems together. The first one, I'm going to read and we're going to draw the picture together and draw the number sentence together and the number bond, okay? The second one, I'm going to read the story problem to you, but you're going to have to try and do the picture and the number sentence on your own, okay? Let's get started. Okay, boys and girls, here's our first problem. Picture the classroom. You're in a classroom at school. 5 students are standing to learn, and 3 students are sitting down to learn. How many students are there learning? I'll read it again. I'll say it again. It's in my mind. I'm reading in my mind. And then we can start drawing our picture. In the classroom, 5 students were standing to learn, and 3 students were sitting to learn. How many students were learning? Okay, let's start with our picture. What information do we know about the students? There are some students in the room. How are they learning? Right, there were 5 students standing. So you're doing this with me. If you have to, I'm sorry I didn't give you time to go get your whiteboard if you needed it. So go get it now. Pause me and come back if you need to go get your whiteboard and your dry erase marker. Okay? I got ahead of myself today. All right, so we have 5 circles to show the 5 students standing. There were some other students there learning, but they were sitting. Do you remember how many were sitting? There were 3 sitting. Good. 3 were sitting and 5 were standing. I could make a number bond right now. I have 2 parts, don't I? Let's make our number bond. There are 5 students sitting and 5 students were standing, 3 students were sitting. Cool. Now I need to know what that makes. How many students are there learning if 5 are standing and 3 are sitting? Well, let's practice. Let's try to count on today. Counting on means we start with the bigger number and we count however many the smaller number is. So I might do this by circling and saying, okay, 5. Now we're counting on 6, 7, 8. Can you practice that with me? Point to your first part and say 5. Now count on with me. 6, 7, 8. There are 8 students learning. Now we're missing something, boys and girls. We don't have a number sentence here. All we have is a picture and a number bond. I need a number sentence. Remember, a number sentence is where we add or we subtract or we show how we put these parts together or sometimes take apart. Okay? What parts did we put together here? We had to put the 5 standing students and add the 3 sitting students. Then we put our equal sign, and those 2 things, 5 and 3 together, gave us how many students? You got it. 8 students. Okay, I always like to put a box around my answer. Good work. All right, are you ready for another one? Now this one, after you hear me read the story, I want you to try to draw your picture. All right, are you ready? Here's my problem. Now our students are on the playground. Okay, students were playing on the playground. 4 of them were on the swings, and 5 of them were on the slide. How many students were on the playground? 4 students were on the swings, and 5 students were on the slide. Can you draw a math picture to show the 4 students on the swing and the 5 students on the slide? While you do that, I'm going to draw a number bond just to get ready to go over this with you. Go ahead, draw your picture. Show me 5 students that were on the slide and the 4 students that were on the swing. Remember, we're not drawing actual people. They take way too long. So we can use something simple like a circle or even a square if you want to do squares. Okay? I wish I could see your work, but I know you're doing your very best and I hope you're participating. Okay, so in your math picture you should show me 4 students. What were those students doing? They were on the swings. Good. And then there were how many on the slide? 5 students were on the slide. Good. So can we put something into our number bond here? Totally. We have 2 parts, right? We have 4 and we have 5 in our picture. We need to figure out what do 4 and 5 make? Let's write a number sentence and maybe that will help us. Okay, so our number sentence, we're putting two parts together to try and find the whole. So we're going to add our parts. 4 plus 5 equals what? Can you figure it out? Can you count up your picture or use your fingers to figure out what 4 and 5 make? I'll give you a minute to think about it. Now, while you were just working, I was counting. If I have 4 and 5, well, I remember making partners with Mrs. Garris, and 4 and 5 were partners that made this number. 9. Did you get 9? 4 and 5 make 9. So, boys and girls, how many students were playing on the playground? There were 9 of them. 4 of them on the swings, 5 of them on the slide. Awesome work. I hope you're starting to get a hang of writing these number sentences. And don't forget, just as a reminder, remember, we can always flip-flop our parts, and it will give us the same thing. So if I said, 5 were on the slide and 4 were on the swings, there were still 9 students on the playground. Just like if I were to take my picture and flip-flop my two parts, I'd still have 5 and 4. They'd just be in different places on my board. Great work. All right. Now I'm going to show you. I totally forgot to get it out. So why don't you, while I'm digging mine out, go get your math workbook quick in case it's not next to you. Go grab it. Okay, do you have it? All right, you are going to look for this page. It has turtles on it, and it says Lesson 10 problem set at the top. Make sure it says Lesson 10, and it has turtles on it. Turtles and dogs and pigs. So many animals on this page today. Okay? Turtles, dogs, and pigs. Now, if you're on this page, I have mine folded over, but this is what the whole page looks like. And boys and girls, today you do not have to do this page, okay? So this page with the pictures of the fish and the fruit and the basketball players, we do not have to do it. If you need some extra practice or want some extra math practice, you can do that. Otherwise, go ahead and you could just take a pencil or a marker and X them out and say, I don't have to do those ones. Mrs. Garris wants me to do the ones with the turtles, the puppies, and the pigs. Okay? The turtles, the puppies, and the pigs are going to be helping you write a number sentence and a number bond. Okay? The important thing is, and get a grown-up to help you if you need it, you have to follow the directions. So it says blank little turtles. So the number of little turtles should be on the first line, plus blank big turtles. So big turtles need to be on the second line, equals blank turtles. So that's going to be your total. You'll count up all the turtles. And then with each one, you also need to finish a number bond. Okay? You are going to show me your finished work of this on Seesaw, as well as your exit ticket, which is going to be kind of like what we practiced, where you're going to show me how you draw a picture to show a story problem and then solve it with a number sentence. Okay? Please let me know if you need any help or have any trouble. I can't wait to see your finished work. Go be mathematicians. I'll talk to you soon.